this calculation or to mention this calculation in the drawing sheets. Theta is equal to 120 degree. Next problem. Question 3a asked for 7 marks. A cone 50 mm base diameter and 70 mm axis is standing on its base on horizontal plane. Here cone is given with base diameter and heights are given to us. It is cut by a section plane 45 degree inclined to horizontal plane and perpendicular to vertical plane through base end of the end generator. Draw front view, sectional top view and the true shape of the section. So how to draw the solution of this problem? Here cone is given, diameter 50 mm and height 70 mm. So its front view would be triangle and its top view would be a circle having diameter 50 mm, and it is cut by a section plane which passes through the base end of the generator. So let me draw the same exercise on our drawing sheets. It should be drawn like this. So first we draw a circle of diameter given in the data, that is 50 mm. So insert this parameter over here. This is the circle having diameter 50 mm. Insert the dimension over here like this. You can mention this parameter of 50 mm in the drawing sheet like this. It's a diameter, so write 550 over here and draw its axis, vertical axis and horizontal axis of the cone like this. The axis would appear like this. As we know, axis is drawn like this, one long dash and one short dash like this, and then draw horizontal axis of this given cone like this. This would be its horizontal axis, and height of this cone is given to us. So from this XY line which is drawn over here, this is an XY line and we have drawn the circle below XY line. So mention here, this is X and this is Y. So on XY line, transfer points from here up to XY line like this, from here and from here, and these points will cut at XY line at 2 points. One is here, another is here. Height of the cone is given to us, that is 70 mm. So at a distance of 70 mm from XY line, draw a line like this. So this height is given to us, that is 70 mm like this, and mark a point over here. This is the apex point of given cone, and from this apex point, join this apex point with these bottom points. So it would appear like this. A cone shape would appear as a triangle in front view. So this is the front view of given cone and circle is the top view of the given cone. Now after drawing these views, let me find out the cutting plane. It is given that the cutting plane passes through the base end of the generator, means this is the base end, and it makes an angle of 45 degrees XY line. So we have to draw a line over here such that it passes through this base end from here and it makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line like this. So this is the cutting plane which makes an angle. This angle is 45 degree which is given in the data, and it passes through this base end. This is the base end of the given cone and this is the cutting plane. Now to find out the points of intersection between this cutting plane and these generators, we need to draw generator of this cone. So let me divide this top view of the circle into 8 equal parts. You may divide into 12 equal parts also, depends upon availability of time and size of the drawing. If drawing size is much bigger, more division should be made, but to save time we have taken just 8 points. In exam also it is recommended that you divide the circle into 8 parts only. Name the end points. So let me start from here. This is point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 points are there, and from all these 8 points draw vertical lines, and this vertical line will cut XY line at this point and join them with the apex point. This is O dash. Here is apex point O, and here is the imaginary generator in front view and top view. Now transfer these points in front view like this. So we have drawn these generators, imaginary generators drawn in front view and top view, transferred to the front view like this. Now find out the points of intersection between the cutting plane and the front view of the given cone. So let me start from point number 1. Point number 1 is here. This is O dash 1 dash. Here is generator O dash 1 dash, and intersection of O dash 1 dash and cutting plane is this point. This is the point. So from this point, draw a straight vertical line like this, and that will cut OA in top view. Vertical line from here, and that will cut OA at this point. So this is the top view of this point. This is the front view, and this is top view of point number 1. You may mention the name of that point as P1. Similarly, from another points, say from this point on O dash 2 dash, here 2 dash point would be there. So intersection of O dash 2 dash and cutting plane is this point, and from this point draw straight vertical line that will cut O2 at this point. So this is another point of intersection, O2 and this vertical line drawn from this point. Similarly, this is also O8, O dash 8 dash, because O8 is here, so O dash 8 dash is here. So vertical line that will cut O8 at one point over here. So we have located 3 points. Similarly, this point, draw straight vertical line from here that will cut O6 at this point and O4 at this point, because this point is on O dash 6 dash and O dash 4 dash, and this point is on O5. So this is the 5th point. O5 would be here. Vertical line from here on 5. Now what's about this point? This point is at the middle. If we draw vertical line, it will not cut O7 and O3 at anywhere. To find out the position of that point, that we transfer its front view to the true length like this. From here, draw straight vertical line, because O dash 6 dash, this is O dash 6 dash, is the true length of the generator. So from this point, draw horizontal line from here up to true length on this side. From that, draw straight vertical line in downward direction like this, and this straight vertical line will cut O5 or O, this is 5 dash, O5, that is true length in top view at this point. Now take O dash as a center, O dash to this point, this is as a radius, and draw arc on both the sides like this. Arc on this side like this, and arc on this bottom side like this. So arc is drawn on both the side, and that arc will cut O7 at one point and O3 at another point. So these are the 2 points that we have located. What we have done, we have transferred this point to this top view by drawing like this. Draw horizontal line from here up to true length, vertical line from that. From O5, take O as a center, O to this point as a radius, draw an arc like this. On this side, draw an arc on this side. That arc will cut O3 at one point and O7 at another point. So this is another point of intersection. Now join all these points with a smooth curve. It would appear like this. It would not be circle, it would be irregular circular shape. Of course, the edges would be smooth, so it would be smooth curves like this. So this is a top view, or you can say it's a sectional top view of given cone. You write here, it's a sectional top view. Sectional top view. And as it's a sectional top view, you have to draw section lines which makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line. So it would appear like this. So draw lines at an angle of 45 degree. The distance between all lines should be equal. Now what to do to draw its true shape? So for that, let me find out the points of intersection over here. So this is point number P1. Name the points P1, P2, P3. Here is P4. Here is P5. This is P6, P7. This is P8. Now to look at all these points in the true shape, from here draw lines like this. These lines should be drawn such that they make an angle of 90 degree with this inclined line. This angle is 90 degree angle. This line and this line is 90 degree angle. Now measure the distance from top view. This one. From this point is here P1 point. So distance, find out distance from XY line to P1 point. Measure this distance like this. Put it over here and cut point like this on this side. So this distance is here, and here is our first point, that is point number P1 over here. Name that point. This is point number P1 over here. It's a true shape. Now to find out position of point 2, this is 2 and P8. So from this point draw again the line like this, which makes an angle of 90 degree with the cutting plane. This angle is 90 degree, and measure the distance of these points from XY line in top view and front view. This is P2, XY line to P2. This is the distance, XY line to P2, and cut it over here like this. So here point number P2 would be there. Name this point as a point number P2. Similarly, point number P3 would be here. Draw straight vertical line like this. Measure the distance of P3 to XY line. Cut it over here. Here would be point number P3 like this. Point number P3. Similarly, point number P4. What should we do? From this point, draw a line which makes an angle of 90 degree with cutting plane, and lines from this point. So in exam, what you should do? You should draw from all these points. Draw lines at an angle of 90 degree with this cutting plane line, and then after take radius from top view like this and cut it over here and find out the points of intersection. Here would be P5, and here rest of points would be there. Here P4 would be here, P5 would be here, P6, P7 and P8. 8 points are there. Now join all these points with a smooth curve which would appear like this. P1, P2, P3 with a smooth curve. So whenever you do longer practice, your curve would be very much smoother. You should do hands-on experience and hands-on practice to draw the smooth curve like this. After drawing this smooth curve, draw lines which makes an angle of 30 degree or 45 degree with the reference line like this. So these lines should be drawn such that they made an angle of 45 degree with the cutting plane line, not with XY line like this. The distance between all lines should be equal, and this is the true shape. You write here, it's a true shape of the section. This is sectional top view, and this is the front view of the section like this. So this example is asked for answer number 3A, asked for 7 marks. So the distribution would be like this: 2 for front view, 2 for sectional top view, and 2 plus 2 plus 3 for true shape of the section. I hope the solution of this problem is clear to you. In actual practice, you should draw the same problem like this, as shown in this view. In PPT, here it is shown its actual drawing. You can see here answer number 3A. This is the given data, and this is the solution of the problem which we have drawn over here. And you should lighten all this portion. This upper portion is cut portion, hence it's a removed portion. You should lighten that. This is the remaining portion, so it should be much darker. This is the top view. Draw section lines like this. Write the names of view. It's a sectional top view. This is the front view, and this is true shape of the section. And this curve should be as possible as smooth. Here it should be much clear that you should insert the dimensions. Height is 70 mm, diameter is 550, and this is the solution of given data. I hope it's clear. Now next problem, question number 3B, asked for 7 marks. Draw the development of the surface for figure 3. This is the given data. We have to draw development of this figure. Nothing is given here, whether it's a cylinder or it's a prism or pyramid, nothing is given. Front view is a rectangle, so we assume that it would be either a cylinder or a prism. So let me assume like this, it's a hexagonal prism. This is the hexagonal prism of given data. The front view would appear as a rectangle like this, and top view would appear as a rectangle, as a hexagon like this. This is a hexagonal prism. Top view is hexagon, front view is a rectangle like this, and we have to draw the development of this hexagonal prism. So for that, let me draw a hexagon like this, having side length given to us, that is 30. So right here hex 30 means it's a hexagon having side length 30 mm. From here, from its midpoint of the hexagon, draw straight vertical line, that is axis of the hexagon, and height is given to us. Name the endpoints: point A, B, point C, point D, point E over here, and point F. So 6 endpoints are there. Height is given to us, that is 70 millimeter, and draw a rectangle having 70 millimeter height like this. Name the points: A dash, B dash, F dash, C dash, E dash, and so on. C dash, E dash, and D dash, like this. This is a arc is given, its cut portion. Here it is cut portion. This is the given data, and this is the remaining portion of given prism. And rest all is the cut portion. This is portion P, which we have to develop. Now to develop this prism, portion P, let me draw 6 rectangles, because when we develop the outer portion of this prism, the 6 rectangles would be there, having height is equal to 70 millimeter and width is equal to 30 millimeter each. So total distance would be 180 millimeter, like this. Name the points A, B, C, D, E, F, and 1, like this. Now find out the points of intersection between the cutting plane, like this. This is the cutting plane. A is here. Between B and F, this is the point. So from this point, draw horizontal line. It will cut on B at this point, and on C, this is from here, it is between B and C. B and C. So find out midpoint of B and C, draw a straight vertical line, and transfer this point over here. Similarly, transfer rest all points. This point over here. Here is the point. Join them with the straight line like this. So this is the development of one cut portion. Similarly, on this side also, another cut portion would be there. Join them with a straight line like this. So this is the development of another cut portion. Trim this portion or made it much lighter or erase it. So this is the development of this bottom portion P. Now what's about this upper arc? So for that also, with the same analogy, find out points of intersection which we employed over here, and find out curves of intersection like this. We also have solved the same example earlier, but the curves of intersection was different in those cases. Erase this portion on this side and this side also. Erase this, all this. It's not needed. And write down it's a